thing we forget. We are the CEOs of our life.
Yes, yes.
Tasha is my secretary.
Yep.
She's my assistant. And then my other one, my other name is Sasha. Because Sasha's spirit.
Yep.
Sasha's sassy. Sasha gets things done.
Sasha's my dolly. Yep.
Yeah, that's your dolly. But the thing about it, we're the CEOs of our life, and these are our secretaries, these thoughts that we have. You have got to know how to run your company properly.
Yep.
And not let Becky or wasn't that Natasha start ruling the company and have you burning up. The whole building is burnt down because I'm listening to Natasha today.
Yep. All right. So we do have, I think this is, because I love that. And I feel like we can so relate to that. So my friend Eric is on, and he's saying we need some man names for his file cabinets. So I don't think Eric can be Becky and Natasha. I mean, Eric, I think you can pull off Natasha, but I think we've got to come up with some guy names. So we'll think on that, Eric. I will get you some names for your file cabinet, because that's a good point. Because it's so easy to visualize. Like you and I've talked about the names, but when I just heard you say file cabinet, I was like, oh, I like that. Like I can picture that, and I can picture me maybe cramming some files in there and just shutting them. But it's true. I feel very great about learning the lessons of the big things that happen. But like you said, you rode a bike in 1976 and you fell off and broke your arm. You know, those are the little things that creep back up every so often, naturally so. But if we can manage our secretaries and figure out if it's fear, and if we're acting from fear, if we're acting from love.
Yes.
I like that.
That's it.
I like that. Miss Lisa Washington, you are always so wise.
Oh, girl, thank you kindly. It's definitely God and aligning myself with what is true. I am a truth seeker. I do not have any more time for just listening to things that are not true in my life and living from that space. I have to be a truth.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think so many of us, the sooner we can break, I hope we all get there. And the sooner we get there, it just seems like, because you're always such a light, you know, I mean, I'm around, before COVID, I was around you more often. Yeah, we were all around, but you are. And everybody, you know, commenting that's worked with you is like, oh yeah, I always learn so much. It's just, you've just got that wisdom, which is great. I think you must be a vampire. You're like 812 years old to have learned all this stuff, but people can learn this. I mean, the things you're saying are not difficult, but they're not easy.
Right. You're right. It's a lot of, it's work. You have to, what I did, probably one of the books I wrote was Whispers of Silence. And that book was written because it was right after my brother was murdered, my mom had died, and my grandmother had died from breast cancer within 6 months.
Yeah. So if you don't know Lisa's story, there's a story. Yeah.
It's a story. And I had a breakdown. And I remember I had a small child and a teenager. And I remember deciding that I was going to go and do a sabbatical. Every Monday, I would be silent for 8 to 10 hours.
Yep.
And while my son he was in kindergarten, and then I pick him up, and it was like 8 hours. I would have 8 hours of that silence, and it changed my life because I learned how to hear truth again.
Yeah.
And it brought about great wisdom and convictions that I would not be shaken. I would not be moved by something that is not true.
Yeah.
And I will be. And so that really did change. That changed my life about 18 years ago. Changed my life, and it was really after my mom passed away and my brother was murdered. Yeah. I
mean, I think that would be life-changing situations for anyone.
Yeah.
And I have read the book. I'll put the link in the things, because if you guys haven't seen it, it's an easy read, because it is. It's just your whispers. It's what you got out of it, and they're, you know, short little snippets from your Mondays. But you read it, like, at least for me, I read it and I was like, yes, like this is, I get this, I hear this, you know, and it's just stuff that we don't really think about until we sit. You just put it all in one book, which was cool.
Yeah.